Good morning, everyone. So, as of right now, we are still not lending out graphing calculators to students. So, I thought it'd be a really great idea to make a video on how to access and how to use some graphing calculators on the internet. So, the best calculator that I have found is on the TestNav New Jersey website. The TestNav site will be linked underneath. You're going to go all the way to the bottom to practice test, go to mathematics. Since we're in Algebra 2, we're going to go to Algebra 2. And all the way to the top, you have computer-based practice test, and you're going to go to Unit 2. And you're going to have guest start and start again. And when you click up here, you're going to have your TI-84CE graphing calculator, which is what most of us are used to at this point, which is great. So this is a really cool tool to use. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do this. So for example, if you want to input an exponent, you're using this key, the arrow key. So for example, if I want to do 9 to the third power, I would do 9 caret 3 and hit enter. And then let's say I had to type in a really long equation, like 5,800 times 1 plus 0.32 close parens caret 5. Let's say I hit enter, and now I want to change that 5. Let's say I want to change it to a 4. If you go second, enter, you can actually go back and change numbers. So I can change that to a 4 easily and re-enter. So if you have to input a lot of data, and you can easily change your numbers, which is great. Other cool facts about this is that to clear it, you just hit clear. And the cool thing about statistics is we have a statistic button right over here. So if you want to input data, you go to stat 1. And let's say I'm trying to get test grades. So my marking period grades were an 80, 90, an 85, and a 98 for the 4 marking periods. And I want to find out my mean, median, mode, standard deviation, all that fun stuff. So after I've input it into my list, I go to stat, move over to calculate, and you want one variable statistics because we're dealing with one variable. Enter, enter, enter. And there's your mean, your sample standard deviation, your population standard deviation, that's the little sigma x. Number of terms is n. You have your minimum, your quartile 1, median, which is your middle number, quartile 3, and your maximum. So it gives you all that really cool data if you're trying to analyze any data for statistics. To clear your list, go back to Edit 1, just go up to L1, hit Clear, and when you move it down, everything should be erased. For probability, if you go to Math and all the way over, so Math has a lot of cool stuff here. So first off, if you want to change it to a fraction, 1 is your answer. So for example, if I want to do 0.5, if I wanted to know what that is as a fraction, you just go to Math 1, enter, and that gives you what it's a fraction. Here is your cube root or your nth root if you want to change your x at all. But we're actually going to go up to the top and go to probability, P-R-O-B. And we have some cool things here. You have your P for permutation. So let's say I want to do a permutation of 10 total items and we are choosing 3 in order matters. That would be your answer. Same thing if you want to do combinations. So let's say you have a combo, that would be 3. So if I have 12 sides at a deli and I'm trying to pick 3, that would be your combination. And last but not least, you have factorials. Remember, this goes down in order. So 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So for example, if I wanted to do 8 factorial, I'd do 8 math, go all the way to probability, 4, and enter. That gives me 4 factorial. Other cool stuff is that you have your graphing calculator here. So if I wanted to graph f of x, 5x plus 3, the x button is right here, and you can hit graph and get your nice little linear equation. To change your windows, you can play around with them. Remember, guys, you can't break the graphing calculator, so you can play around with it. So I'm going to do like -50 if my numbers were really big, +50, and it can just change the scale of the graph. I hope that helped with just a little prelim on graphing calculators and how to use them. And you can always reach out for any questions or concerns. Bye, everyone.